Jerry Springer, the legendary talk show host who went from a somewhat outlandish political career to an almost indescribably outlandish broadcasting career with The Jerry Springer Show, which by the mid-1990s was setting a new standard for American television, turning the talk show format into an arena for shocking confessions, adultery-fueled screaming matches, and not infrequent fistfights, has died at the age of 79, according to a statement from Jene Galvin, a lifelong friend, spokesman for the family, and executive producer of Mr. Springer's podcast. Springer died peacefully Thursday at his home in suburban Chicago. He had been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer a month ago, and this week he took a turn for the worse. He's irreplaceable and his loss hurts immensely, but memories of his intellect, heart, and humor will live on. Mr. Springer earned a law degree from Northwestern University in 1968 and started on a political career, winning election to the Cincinnati City Council in 1971. But he was soon embroiled in the type of personal scandal that would later fuel his talk show. He resigned in 1974 after he was found to have written a check for prostitution services at a Kentucky massage parlor. But Mr. Springer was nothing if not resilient. He was re-elected to the council in 1975. One of his comeback speeches nodded to the prostitution controversy. "A lot of you don't know anything about me," he said, according to the Cincinnati Enquirer. "But I'll tell you one thing you do know. My credit is good." He was elected mayor of Cincinnati in 1977, and in 1982, he ran for governor of Ohio, addressing the prostitution incident forthrightly in a campaign advertisement.
"I'm Jerry Springer, and I want to be your governor. Now, after sharing some specific solutions for our unemployment and education problems in this state, it looks like the nomination is finally within grasp, which makes what I'm about to tell you even more difficult. Some 9 years ago, I spent time with a woman I shouldn't have, and I paid her with a check. I wish I hadn't done that. And the truth is, I wish no one would ever know. But in the rough world of politics, opponents are not about to let personal embarrassments lay to rest. Perhaps like you, I'm not sure what any of this has to do with being governor, but maybe my talking to you about this makes a point. Ohio is in a world of hurt. The next governor is going to have to take some heavy risks and face some hard truths. I'm prepared to do that. This commercial should be proof. I'm not afraid, even of the truth, and even if it hurts."
He finished third in the Democratic primary and made a career change, joining WLWT-TV in Cincinnati, first as a news commentator. He later became an anchor and managing editor. Over the next decade, he won or shared multiple Emmy Awards for local coverage. The Jerry Springer Show, a daytime talk show syndicated by Multimedia Entertainment, which owned WLWT, began in 1991. Originally, it was an issue-oriented program. The Los Angeles Times called it an oppressively self-important talk hour, starring a Cincinnati news anchorman and former mayor. By 1993, episodes like "Worshipping the Lord with Snakes" were turning up, and the shock value just kept going up. A 1995 episode featured a young man named Raymond, whom Mr. Springer was helping to lose his virginity, offering him 5 young women, hidden by a screen, to choose from. Raymond's friend Woody accompanied him. Woody doesn't know it, but his 18-year-old virgin sister is one of the contestants, a scroll told viewers. The talk show universe had by then become something of a free-for-all, with hosts like Montel Williams and Sally Jesse Raphael also serving up salacious content. Mr. Springer, though, did it better and more outrageously than anyone else. His viewership peaked at about 8 million in 1998. "Why is it so outrageous that people who aren't famous talk about their private lives?" he once said. "It's like, it's okay if good-looking people talk about who they slept with, but please, if you are ugly, we don't want to hear about it." The Jerry Springer Show ran for nearly 3 decades, ending in 2018 after more than 3,000 episodes. No matter what sort of drama had taken place in front of a studio audience, as well as viewers tuning in from home, Mr. Springer ended each segment with a signature sign-off: "Take care of yourself and each other." We greatly appreciate you watching the Debonair News Network. If you enjoy our content, please hit the like button And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos.